Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear friends, welcome to the YouTube channel of IIT Study Center. Here in this video, we will be discussing the class 12th chemistry part 1. In this, I will be discussing the unit number first, that is the solid state. So firstly, let me here show you what are the topics in this chapter, that is the solid state. The first topic will be the general characteristics of solid state, amorphous solids and crystalline solids, classification of crystalline solids, crystal lattice and unit cells, number of atoms in a unit cell, close packed structures or packing efficiency, calculations involving unit cell dimensions, imperfections in solids, electrical properties and magnetic properties. Dear students, in class 11th, we have learned that matter can exist in three states, that are liquid, solid, liquid, and gas. You must be aware of the fact that the intermolecular forces which tend to keep the molecules or atoms or ions closer, and the thermal energy which tends to keep them apart by making them move faster. On the basis of that, we have solids. Now, what are solids? So here we will study what are solids. We will read here thoroughly the solid state. Solid may be defined. A solid is incompressible form of matter that possesses definite shape, size, and volume. Solids are rigid and have a high mechanical strength. This indicates that the constant particles that are atoms or molecules in a solid are closely packed. The chemical forces existing inside a solid may be strong, like an ionic bond, covalent bond, or weak van der Waals forces. The important characteristic properties of solids are: solids have a definite shape, size, and volume. That is the first characteristic of the solids, as they have definite shape, size, and volume. They are rigid and incompressible. They have a rigidity. They are not brittle, they are incompressible and rigid. Their density is generally greater than that of liquids and gases. The rates of diffusion of solids are smaller than that of liquids and gases. Most solids are crystalline in nature. That means these are crystalline in nature. These are the true solids. Solids generally melt on heating at high temperature and become liquids. For example, if we take the melting point of iron, that is very very high as compared to the melting point of the water, as this metal iron is a metal. The constant particles in solids show only vibrational motion and not the translational and rotational motion. The forces of attraction in solids are very much greater than the thermal energy. So these were some characteristic properties of the solids. Now, what about the classification of solids? Solids are classified as crystalline solids and amorphous solids. Now, crystalline solids. Crystalline solids may be defined as the solids in which the constant particles like atoms, molecules, or ions. You remember this thing that there are three types of constituent particles. The particles which the matter is made up of, these are called constituent particles, like atoms, molecules, or ions. These are of three types, are arranged in an ordered manner. In crystalline solids, these Cp denotes for constituent particles are arranged in an ordered manner. Crystalline solids have a long range order, that is, the regular arrangement of constant atoms in present is present throughout the solid. That's not of short range, that's of long range. And crystalline solids show anisotropy, that is, their properties such as electrical conductivity, thermal conductivity, and refractive index are not same in all directions. They have sharp melting points, example NaCl, sugar, metals, diamonds, etc. These are the crystalline solids. Now, Now we have second type of solids, that are the amorphous solids. Amorphous solids are those solids in which constant particles are not arranged in a regular manner. Amorphous solids have a short range order, that is, they are only small regions in solids which have an ordered arrangement. These crystalline parts, often otherwise amorphous solids, are known as crystalates. Their melting points are not sharp. Amorphous solids show isotropy, that is, their properties such as electrical conductivity, thermal conductivity, and refractive index are the same in all directions. Example: rubber, plastic, etc. Some amorphous solids are also called supercooled solids because these possess certain characteristics similar to that of liquids. Example: glass. Dear friends, here you have studied about crystalline solids and amorphous solids. Crystalline solids are also called as true solids, while as the amorphous solids are called as pseudo solids or false solids or supercooled solids. In crystalline solids, these have definite arrangement, while as the amorphous solids, these have indefinite arrangement. The examples from the crystalline solids are NaCl, sugar, metals, diamonds, etc., whereas the examples of the amorphous solids are glass and rubber, etc. Now, the conversion of the amorphous solids into crystalline solids. When an amorphous solid is heated and then cooled slowly, it changes into the crystalline form. This is known as annealing. You must be remembering this process. What is the process is? This is known as annealing. It is a process when an amorphous solid is heated and then cooled slowly. It changes into the crystalline solid. This process is known as annealing.